There's 2 players which I watch a lot. No, let me say 4 players which I watch. If you come to my house now, YouTube, you put my YouTube, you see 4. I watch them even before game.
Can we
I
hear these
watch
4
them.
players?
So I watch Neymar number 1.
Yeah.
You know Benafa,
Okay, go on.
Rubio,
Yes.
Santi Cazorla.
Ha!
It's weird, eh?
No, it's
It's
actually
weird.
weird.
You know why?
Wait, tell me.
Let me give you one. So as a striker,
Yeah.
nobody will teach you when to finish 1 touch, 2 touch. Then the score play go come, you know, say okay, 1 touch finish. But me, I try to learn like in those tight space. What are we do to like beat defender 1-on-1? You understand? I try to learn from those guys. There's 2 players which I watch a lot. No, let me say 4 players which I watch. If you come to my house now, YouTube, you put my YouTube, you see 4. I watch them even before game.
Can we
I
hear these
watch
4
them.
players?
So I watch Neymar number 1.
Yeah.
You know Benafa,
Okay, go on.
Rubio,
Yes.
Santi Cazorla.
Ha!
It's weird, eh?
No, it's actually
weird.
weird.
You know why?
Wait, tell me.
Let me give you one. So as a striker,
Yeah.
nobody will teach you when to finish 1 touch, 2 touch. Then the score play go come, you know, say okay, 1 touch finish. But me, I try to learn like in those tight space. What are we do to like beat defender 1-on-1? You understand? I try to learn from those guys.
Nigeria has lost 2-1 to Rwanda at home. As soon as match finish for Super Eagles page, where I comment, when I see line up now, I comment say Boniface go today.
Let me start by saying after all is said and done, more is said and done, which way Super Eagles? What a shameful AFCON qualifying last match Nigeria played yesterday, losing to Rwanda. My God, please, did anyone see this coming? Yes, I know Thorsten Spitzler, the coach, the Rwanda man, I know him very well, the German coach, the German tactician. I know he's very defensive. But no, not to a Rwanda side, 0 performance from our boys. And we played that game right in front of thousands of fans of Nigeria. It's a very big time, and it's like a roller coaster game that these guys don't even know what it takes to play for the badge. A lot of people want to question the coach stats, maybe not friendly, but those players who started that very game, sincerely, truth be told, could have gotten the result right. Would it be time to criticize them or crucify them? That's the question now. Well, before we get into it properly on the show, I just hope I don't lose my manners. Let's bring you what big Nigerian personality, you could call him a brown influencer, in fact, very close to Victor Boniface, big respect to B. Bernard, and you know, you could call him a comedian, you could call him a football analyst, you could just call him anything that's positive. I think he's very cool with that, so long it's a positive one. But I love to call him big name for area that year, so they call him Big Bernard. Watch this video, watch his reactions after the Super Eagles lost to Rwanda. It's a shameful game, and we'll talk more analysis, the coach interview, all of this coming your way, and then Victor Boniface interview look very annoying. We'll bring that to you. Just enjoy this one from the big name, Big Bernard. Watch this.
Nigeria has lost 2-1 to Rwanda at home. As soon as match finish for Super Eagles page, where I comment, when I see line up now, I comment say Boniface go today. Now there people start to come there, they finish me. They drag my neck out to delete my comments. I'm a man, the vessel. They take on me. 2 seconds. Your man is a bag of beans. Your man doesn't know. They want to say bag of beans. I say, which kind of bag of beans again? Your man doesn't know how to do anything. Your man was super. They don't finish that. Delete the comment first. Because it was a little bit difficult for me to defend Victor Boniface with the performance today. Now, the entire Nigerian team has an issue. So we're going to take it bit by bit. But that video not supposed to pass 3 minutes. So we're going to start with Victor Boniface. I cannot criticize him so much because I did not see the numbers of time he missed chances. The only thing I don't say I feel tell Boniface say, brother, you not try. Because Nigerians, I know that the word say, maybe you are your guy, quarrel. You understand? Now my helper, I can't shout for my helper. My helper, sir, anything you do is correct. Yes, sir, but I lie. Let's come back to reality. I am upset with Boniface with his personality on the pitch. He is so relaxed and calm. They gave you this game to show to the world what you can do. Nigerians don't watch German League because they know they show them. So they know that you are a good baller, but they want to use this opportunity whenever you play for Nigeria to get that. Do you understand? To see that, okay, you are a good player. Now, when you know the way they get the ball as a striker, though I have complained before that if our midfield continuously becomes so bad, we will not win the Nations Cup in Morocco. We will not qualify for World Cup. If the midfield continue to have zero level of creativity, even Bashir, you want to put yourself in your show, coach say, Baba, leave me for less second half for and not play first half for full time. Kelechi Iheanacho was the worst player on the pitch today. Was the worst player. I don't know his business there. He had a good shot on target, but first of all, they come like they swear give everybody, they shoot ball, they go big, book, big, book, big. So let's come back to Boniface now. Boniface's message on the pitch does not work for me. His message he sends to us. He sends a message of I'm not too bothered. I'm almost all day. Because when you see Victor Osimhen got into the game, you could see the hunger. He had 2 things, hunger and anger. He was angry that we were losing, and he was having hunger to find a goal, try to help the team, fall back to defense, fall back to midfield. And Victor Boniface is a player who probably plays more like a Benzema kind of striker, who falls to the midfield. To the midfield to get the ball and move it forward. So Osimhen come on, they press, they do things when you're supposed to even do passer. Now, Boniface, okay, see that ball when Osimhen win that ball finish, he come on, he took the ball, me. I said, come on. Let me tell you, no matter the way it is, there's no footballer in this life. They're never born that footballer. When go show me love, rich where busy if you do rubbish, I know God tell you, me. They're not body the footballer way. People that Osimhen, if you do, I take you down 2 seconds. That cannot be a performance that you have to give to us in the nation. And also some people are going to say, we don't qualify. Forget, now they're the rubbish at the start. Super Eagles game cannot continue to be like this. Even some they not change. When Nigeria win Brazil, we Rwanda first. When Nigeria win Brazil, they know we Rwanda first. Not they play when Nigeria. What did they song? We are better to caretaker. All I said, we are saying, change for nothing. Everything disgusting. Maduka Okoye himself did not take the chance that Wambali has given to him today. Anyway, Wambali did not give him a chance. Sorry for that word because Wambali lost his father. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. Because Wambali would have given, would have still taking his position. Now because you have take this moment, just show yourself. See you, Maduka Okoye, 0. 0, that you not to stop there. Onyedika was very good as well because I'm not expecting him to give the most passes because he was a number 6. You understand? I have said it before. See, when we won't go Nations Cup, make Eguavoen. I'm not blaming the coach because the players are good enough to get something out of this game. When we won't go Nations Cup, make a cover Lookman to 10. I've said it before because Simon is very good. I can't blame Simon a lot because he knows how to drive, he knows how to dribble and all that. Make Simon dead at 11. Convert Lookman to 10. Make it a day behind striker to help some level of creativity. We cannot keep scoring goals only through crosses and crosses and crosses. And that is one of the problems that still affects Boniface. We are in the play for Leverkusen, all the cross ball like idiots, all the cross ball like Mugu. Then they play ball there. That's why Boniface is still struggling. Then they play ball, there's no level of creativity in the game. Full match, move it and not go back. Even Osimhen, how many chances he gets? Shout out to Chukwueze. on his individual solo goal. He did so well, very well. Thank God I did not bet, because if I bet, I would not in my group.
Talk about, very big man, big influencer. You could call him the big influencer man. Credit to Bernard. Some like to say Big Bernard, but you just heard from that one. A big respect to that man. And you could call him a comedian, football analyst, but I think he's cool with anything positive, and that's from Bernard. You could just see him out, watch him out on social media, just out there on the faces of the people. But quickly, just unbelievable, I can say that. Please permit me to introduce myself properly on the show. Just the Nigeria game went so wrong yesterday. My name is Kizike. Welcome to the Sports Republic show. I remain your host, and I will have Ike sometime to talk this with me. True, he's just on the sideline so we can talk. Well, okay, let's get started. What's the excuse now? The players who started the very game, are you fan of what you saw? Is it a problem of Augustine Eguavoen? So bad that he's laid a good category let up, and this time around he's set so bad. He started very well. What changed? Nigeria rounded off their 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying series with a shock 2-1 defeat to Rwanda. The game was played at the Augustine Eguavoen International Stadium in Uyo, Nigeria to be exact. Now, the Super Eagles came into the game already qualified for next year's tournament as Group D winners. That's not an excuse for me. But then it was the three-time African champions who took the lead in the 59th minute through a fine solo goal from Samuel Chukwueze. Guess what? He came from the bench. Now, but the Rwanda side replied with two quick goals from Ange Motsinze and then Innocent Chudi to claim their first ever win over Nigeria. I used to think Uyo was a sacred place. If we had lost that game just somewhere away from Uyo, it would have been... Losing at home is wrong, but I used to think Uyo was a sacred place. When you go to Uyo, you don't want to lose out the games to the people, any sides. Rwanda could be defensive, but how Rwanda will take beat Nigeria? More they receive. Forget with the carry the talk, they say more reason out together. Forget peace square, don't miss even a fight. Waiting go make Rwanda beat Nigeria for Nigeria here. Maybe say fans did it, they watched the match. It was so annoying yesterday. I'll tell you more of what happened there. But Augustine Eguavoen also, who might be stepping down from his role, is also furious about that result. We will not go carry the blame coach. Yes, if coach not do a team good, now can you know your team my guy talk? You hear what Big Bernard talk. When I say Boniface na my guy, nobody they show and love reach Boniface. He said, but if you do bad, we will carry you, will cast you normally, not be Charlie Poppy type. But quickly, let's let you know this one again. Let's move to the next one where Eguavoen has lamented on the defeat. Super Eagles caretaker coach Augustine Eguavoen has lamented on his team performance in the defeat to Rwanda on Monday. I'm going to try not to lose my manners because if you give me an opportunity, I might criticize this player so well. See, I can do it from the morning till the night because I think it's about people not even taking opportunities. How can... Okay, I'll talk about that. Stay with me. The Amavubi stunned their host. So who's their host? Nigeria. 2-1. Right here in Nigeria. Samuel Chukwueze scored, no doubt. But Eguavoen after the game admitted we played below standard. It's good he's coming to say this. And he said, I felt very sad. This result was not what we planned for. Obviously, I know. He said we scored and we are pushing for a second goal, but quite against the run of play. We conceded. I tried to change the formation, but it didn't work. Now, you see, I'm not coach now, I talk, so I know work. So all the bottom wing press, you know, work. But let's talk about the start. Okay, let me bring you into the show quickly. Good morning, great to have you join me.
Good morning, Kizzy. Good morning to our viewers.
Yes. Okay, let's get started. I don't know how you feel this morning, but I really don't think I look good. Yes, regardless of anything. But I felt so bad that we lost that very game right here in Nigeria. I did not see it coming. Possibly a draw would have got. I told you something yesterday. I said we might lose. Do you remember when I told you? I said we might lose this game. Yeah. But let's start with the start. When you saw the start, what came to your mind?
Well, it was an impressive lineup.
Okay.
Right, knowing that the coach actually wanted to try, new hands.
Yeah.
And of course, 7 changes in the last, in the last lineup shows that he really wants to give a lot of boys the opportunity to actually do well. But then the problem with the Super Eagles, like I first pointed out, I think we had a conversation about that in the midfield. A lot of people are still talking about it. Lack of creativity. All of them seem to be like-for-like players, more like defensive kind of players.
Right.
And you don't expect to get enough creativity. That's why what Bernard was saying, Big Bernard, kind of sounds very similar to what we were saying yesterday. Knowing that Victor Boniface plays a certain way, Xabi Alonso is a protege of Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola's style of play is to put the ball on the ground, not on the air. Victor Osimhen is used to, crossing the ball. We can talk about the number of goals he scored in Italy with the ball flying over his head and all of that. He's good on the air. Victor Boniface hasn't shown us that he's good. So when you cross the ball, when you play an attacker that is good with his feet and start crossing the ball over his head, then you don't.
What about the chances he got?
Every player.
What about the ones that came to his? See,
you know why we're having this conversation?
Okay.
You know why we're having this conversation?
Why?
It's because over time he has yet to score. If he had been scoring goals for us, and yesterday he missed a lot of chances, people will really not talk about it because we qualified.
I'm not going to justify just Boniface.
No, I'm not justifying. I'm just talking about.
See, I don't think I want to go with your excuses about Boniface because, see, if Boniface continues this way with all of these excuses, blah 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 blah, he might not score a goal in Nigeria.
True.
Because we know how this works. See, let's start from the back line. Let's start with Madiko Okoye first of all before we get into the talk, because Rwanda coach Spitlight saying we are sad despite the loss, despite the win to Nigeria because they still did not make it. Let's talk about the start. Players who are opportune to get themselves in the next phase. How do you think an Olaina will be feeling, or Lookman will be feeling, Simi Ajayi?
No, Moses Simon had a decent game.
No, I'm just saying generally for the team. I told you something about Ekong. I told you the last time. I told you something about my rating. He's just 31. Your 31 does not mean you're losing it. See, what we saw yesterday is some lapses. You see, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, he might not even get to bench Iwobi.
Of course.
All of these guys, generally, some of them, I think Rafael Onyeka was just exceptional for me. True. But let me start with the goalkeeper before I get into the top point. Madiko Okoye also, the first goal might not really be his fault, but the second one, come on. See, defenders will always defend you, but the one you can make save, you need to save it. Nwabali would come in and get his shit anytime.
So I'll ask you a question. If Nwabali considered that goal, would this uproar be the same? If you consider that second goal?
Yeah, of course, we'll talk about it.
It's going to be on a very light note.
Yeah, see.
It's an impression.
Did you see that? No,
it's an impression.
I want to just tell you the part that these guys, the players that got that start, did not play. I don't want to say they didn't play with their mind. They did not come out fully. Like
True.
mentally.
I agree. Why I agree is this. Going into that game, right? That's why sometimes I prefer to bring in players. That's why I said, that's why I was talking about the Sir Deza. I prefer you bring in players to test them in a non-competitive game.
Yeah.
This is a competitive game that means nothing. This is a competitive game that means nothing.
It means nothing.
Nothing, except for the pride.
See, not just the pride.
Yes, that's just the pride.
The FIFA ranking, it would affect.
You
lost it. You lost. Nigeria is 36.
The FIFA ranking.
Rwanda is 160 in the world.
See, the FIFA ranking thing, right? Sometimes it's. I mean, we ask ourselves, how do they?
I don't care to know.
That's the point.
I don't care. No. At this point, it definitely will affect.
See, but you know that.
They lost. See.
So, but wait.
Pecking on that, losing to Rwanda 160.
I know. What I'm saying is, they do this FIFA ranking every month. Even months they don't play international football.
Yeah.
How do they rate it? That's why I tell you, I'm not a big fan.
No. The one of the ratings is they check the last games also. See, you can be. That's why Belgium was in the world #1 for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. So you say it's a FIFA ranking for national team.
See, we lost that game. We lost our pride. It was shamefully.
I agree with you. What I'm saying is, I'm not disputing the fact that losing to Rwanda in Uyo is shameful. No. I'm saying that I'm not a fan of FIFA ranking because trust me.
No, leave the ranking. Tell me about the game. So how shamefully was it for Nigeria?
It was really shameful. That's why I said it again.
Because you were saying 2-0.
I said yes. I was expecting Nigeria to win 2-0. I was saying that you expect a team coming into this kind of game. See, these guys. I believe if you play Rwanda, a friendly match, nothing at stake, no competitive, no ticket, no nothing, a friendly match. These guys will have done better. See, when you go into a game like this...
What do you mean done better? How?
Psychologically, they know that...
are you trying to tell me, okay, you want to give the excuse now? Are you trying to tell me...
No, I'm not giving them excuse.
Is it because we knew we've qualified? That's why we lost that game?
Yeah, it's part of it.
I would not agree with you.
It's part of it.
I would never agree with that.
It doesn't change the fact that the guys are actually not cohesive as a team. Because I'm not going to say they are not good. Because I see them, they are better.
I'm just talking about the opportunity of getting that start. But see, do you know, if you watch Big Bernard talk, you hear him say, I don't even blame the coach. Because that's what major coaches will do. On this show,
at this point, I agree.
See, the only time I would blame Eguavoen is whenever I see some kind of tactical thing I want him to do that he's not doing it. But you see, for that yesterday, the players who got starts in that game, I felt for me, sincerely, see, we were both seeing that game on radio. We were doing live commentary. I told you, Moses Simon was barely, let me even just generalize the team. He was barely getting to the ball. Now, Alassane Yusuf and Fisayo Dele-Bashiru don't even know what it means to commix in the midfield. They were so far from themselves. Now Samuel Chukwueze came in and stole the show for the short time. Credit to his solo goal.
No.
Sorry, the defense lineup. You now begin to see that we are likely not going to be able to play 4 at the back, depending on the coach. Osho had a decent game, but I'm not going to see. We now begin, for me, I can say since Simi Ajayi is not around, we are beginning to see some flops from Ekong, which is like, it's just the open small. Ekong is not that bad in quote, but the 4 at the back, it makes us sleep. Okay, see, a 4 at the back, Bruno Emeche against Benin Republic was transitioning.
No, see.
But yesterday,
when you play 4 at the back, right? When you play 4 at the back, now you expect your wingers, your fullbacks rather,
right,
to actually move up. And when they move up like that, it automatically means you are playing a 3 at the back because you're
No,
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
All right.
If they move upwards, it automatically means you are playing a 3 at the back because your 2 centre backs have to split and the holding midfielder has to drop.
But it's not all
in the way.
That's not all the 4 at the back. What we played yesterday was 4 at the back and
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the flat part.
I'm saying if you play 4 at the back,
okay,
whenever your fullback moves, it translates that there is a man.
No, I'm just trying to correct that impression. It's not all of the time. Sometimes Napoli play 4 at the back. Sometimes.
See,
just the Lorenzo, they will not attack.
See,
what we played yesterday. See, okay.
It depends on the opponent you are playing.
I know.
If Napoli is playing a team that they are way bigger than, Lorenzo and the other guy will always move all of the time.
If they will do that, Conte will not play 4 at the back.
No, if they are playing, no. Sometimes.
Let's not get this wrong.
A coach will look at.
We know the Italian style of play.
But you know that a coach will have to look at the team you are playing against, no matter how small.
No, I know.
No matter how small.
So yesterday, what happened? What did Eguavoen use?
Now Eguavoen played a flat 4 at the back.
Okay.
Now the problem is this. Like you said, there's no cohesion in the middle of the park.
Right.
True. The ball distribution and the ball retention was poor. I wonder what would have happened to our midfield if Onyedika was not in that midfield.
That's the question.
I wonder what would have happened because it would have been more disastrous. Again, that was why I was complaining. See, you don't play a player who is two defensive conscious midfielders. In fact, if you look at the style of play of Dele-Bashiru, right, you expect him to play from the position where Alassane Yusuf was playing. And push Alassane Yusuf, or you can even play double pivot and ask Alassane Yusuf to move up a bit because he has the strength like N'Golo Kante.
Right.
But playing him flat with
he wasn't flat.
He's playing flat with Adewale Bashiru.
No, he wasn't flat. I think
they were playing on the same line.
Okay, you know what happens in football? The manager will give you the opportunity to get to the pitch and do what you know how to do.
But you know they were playing on the same line.
Now, they might be playing on the same line. I don't really think that was instruction of the coach, but sorry to say.
Okay, fine. So it goes back to what I was saying.
Now, let me tell you, it's about the rotation and the midfield play. Fisayo Dele-Bashiru, how many times did he get on the ball to give a Boniface some passes?
Because
why I will judge all of these guys individually is the fact that when Boniface got the ball, what did he do? Sorry. Alassane Yusuf was like the center man, like the box-to-box player. The holding guy that controlled the back line was a Rafael Onyedika, which we saw yesterday, and he went well. But Alassane Yusuf did not make wrong decisions by his moves. But I think Fisayo spoiled that midfield for me. Because Alassane Yusuf was given an ultimatum of a place to run in. But if Fisayo, who we believe that yes, he will be no good, come on, he will be. Now he got the opportunity. Now, he wasn't even calling for the balls.
This is where I have a problem with Alassane Yusuf and the whole thing. See, Alassane Yusuf.
Do you know that they never switched?
That's why I said, see,
they never switched.
The instruction of the coach, if you look at the way they actually position themselves in the middle of the park, the instruction of that coach was that Alassane Yusuf will play as the number 10. While Adewale Bashiru will have to play as the number 8.
Yeah, that's not a wrong one.
Now, looking at that, that's why I said Alassane Yusuf does not have a number 10.
No,
I'm coming.
I already know where you want to go. That's I told you this. I talked about it on radio.
See,
the football is changed now.
No. There's a place I'm going to. There's a place. See, as a number 10, regardless of how football has changed, we see Kevin De Bruyne, we saw Yaya Toure. These guys can go up and down. It doesn't change the fact that every point in the middle of the park, you see them calling for balls and distributing the ball.
Okay.
We didn't see that from Alassane Yusuf.
Let me tell you.
But you know,
I like to give you an instance of the French national team again. And Alassane Yusuf's job yesterday was to do some dirty job. Make sure you don't stop running. That's like the rule. Now, when you play, I don't like to use the word number 10 in quotes. I like to use the word box to box, and that's what he was doing yesterday. Now, a box to box player is that man that makes the run in between that midfield. Now, when you have a player, the problem would have been if there was no Fisayo. That's when you can bring all of these blames. But we had no. The one's confusing you now. You're saying
no.
You talk about
for Man City,
right?
For Man City, when Ature was there, he was a box-to-box midfielder.
Okay.
But you can tell that he was dictating play. The receiver is there.
No, you can't. No, don't get me wrong, Ike. This is players. This is not about. See, is it football? It's not about the coach now. It's just players' intellect and attributes.
Okay.
And
no. Okay.
And Alassane Yusuf is not creative.
Exactly my point. That's why I said he should have played at the base and allow him move.
Why I would disagree with you? N'Golo Kante is not also creative, but he plays that role.
Now,
N'Golo Kante does not detect game, but he plays
do you know why
role.
N'Golo Kante's case for Chelsea was different?
Not just Chelsea, even recently.
For France too. I'll give you why his case was different.
Okay.
Now, in Chelsea, for example, if you remember, this is the one Champions League. There was a Mason Mount who is a natural.
Wait. I'm coming
now.
I like to talk football recently. Bring it to the recent.
That's what I'm
talk
saying.
About the national team of the French side because the N'Golo Kante role changed.
See, I'm telling you now.
Right.
It's a box to box.
Okay.
For the French national side, right? There was a Mason Mount who is a natural ball player than a ball winner. There's also a Jorginho, who is a very good ball player.
But what was he playing then?
He was playing deep now. It was like pillow. Like
it was the holding.
No, it was like pillow now.
That's the holding.
That's what I'm saying. See, Jorginho falls in the category of Andres Pirlo.
Okay.
These are deep playing holding midfielders.
All right.
They are playing the ball. You know that they are they are better than most people who play advance with the ball.
You're making this look. I feel like you're making.
No.
Let's bring it back to the national team.
I'm saying when you have a player like that in your team,
you're making it look wrong.
See,
people are watching us. We're on national TV. Sorry, when people watch us, so it does not sound like we don't know what we're saying. I like to reference it back, and I like to bring it back to the national team, and let me explain it well so you understand. I don't think there was anything wrong with Eguavoen's midfield stats. Sorry.
Okay.
Because I feel like you're questioning an Alassane Yusuf position. But I'm trying to tell you on the show today that football has changed. I give an example and I give you the recent. So let me tell you about the recent French national team, why N'Golo Kante. And if I ask an Alassane Yusuf tomorrow, I won't be surprised if he tells me N'Golo Kante is his role model. Now let me tell you what. In the French national team, Didier Deschamps is either going to play or Camavinga or Tchouaméni as a holding.
Tchouaméni most likely. Most
likely. Recently Camavinga played the last one. And then when there was a Rabiot will play like the Fisayo role and N'Golo Kante. But
so there's a third man now.
The three in the midfield I'm talking about. Rabiot is not recently in the midfield.
No, we're talking about before now. They have Rabiot, they have N'Golo Kante, they have Griezmann in the middle.
Right.
Now you can see that there are two players there who are natural ball distributors. Natural, right? And N'Golo Kante is, in fact, the person who is going to play deep will not even win more balls than N'Golo Kante. That's why he's useful for that team. Now, I'm looking at this Nigerian team today, yesterday. We have two players in that team who are two natural ball winners.
Okay.
Who is Alassane Yusuf and Raphael Onyedika.
Okay.
And one player who is supposed to be, the ball distributor.
Right.
Now that's what I'm saying.
What's the point?
What I'm saying that when you have a box to box in this kind of nature, talking about Alassane, you want to see the best of him. You need to have two natural ball players.
Okay, that means you're questioning the stats.
Yes.
You're questioning. You think Alassane Yusuf should have not played the game?
Either Alassane Yusuf should not play the game and play Iwobi, so that you have two players distributing.
Do you know how dangerous that can be? No.
Wait now. No. Raphael Onyedika is a defensive midfielder. It would have been easy.
They're going to soak him up.
Why?
They're going to press him.
Why?
No, when you see, let me explain this.
Frank, are you saying playing one defensive midfielder is going to soak him?
And did you watch Club Brugge play? If you see, let me explain this thing. If you're going to play, this is what the stands are like.
Yes.
If you're talking about this positioning and you're playing this, it means this man is holding
the man behind, yes.
Yeah, and you're playing to play an Iwobi and you're going to play an Fisayo.
Yes.
The reason why they're going to soak on the pressure on Nigerian side, if you play this against the side who can press you, is the fact that those guys, both guys you have up front, does not really have that mechanism of getting on the ball, like winning balls. They are just the players with the flair. No, I'm just trying to tell you. Now, don't get me wrong. This, you can play it, but it depends on the team.
It depends on with the team. You mean, are you talking about the Super Eagles or the opponent?
No, I can give you club side that can play that, and it's
no. Like you said we should keep it at national team level. So what I'm saying is this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you the example. It depends on the Nigerian side. You can't play that. For me, I would rather play, if I want to do what you want to do, I would rather play a player who has attributes of winning the balls, still giving out some passes and defensive. You know who that? That's Frank Onyeka. So if you play a Pisayo, Frank Onyeka, if that's what you really want. But if you say you won't,
wait, no, call it again. You say Frank Onyeka.
I would rather know. I know. Would rather play if I want to do what you want. Yes. I want to go by your side. I would rather play a Frank Onyeka, Pisayo, and then Raphael. I can never play Pisayo. So
which means you are saying that you're going to play double pivot.
What's double pivot? How?
That you're going to play Fisayo ahead of both of them behind.
No, I might not really do that. The role, this is where the confusion is coming. What you're not understanding, we need to move on. We are running out of time. The role you're not understanding is the fact that because they are both in the midfield does not mean they should be both creative.
No, that's the thing, right?
One person just needs to keep running.
We are playing three. See, if you are playing three midfielders, you as an attacking team, you need at least two of them. Okay, wait. Let me ask you. Let me ask you. What separates a defensive side from an attacking side in a 4-3-3 system? Is it not the number of attacking midfielders they have in the midfield? Now, if you are Nigeria is an attacking side, playing against a team, quote and unquote, a minor in football, in African football. Now you are telling me that it is right to go into that pitch, playing that kind of against an opponent like that in a game.
Eguavoen was not defensive yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. But
he wasn't defensive.
What he lined up in the midfield was suggesting that. That's what I'm saying.
That's not true, bro. You can't say that. But let's go on quickly. Now, the coach of Rwanda, Spittler, have come out to say that they are sad despite a 2-1 loss to the 2-1 winning. They won Nigeria yesterday, but they said they're not very happy about that. I'm talking about the head coach of Rwanda national team, Augustine Spittler, has said they are sad despite a 2-1 win over the Super Eagles in the AFCON qualifying game. He said, we would have loved to qualify. It was the Amavubi's first ever victory over Nigeria. This is a record that they've gotten in our sacred home. However, it's not enough for them to qualify for the next year's tournament. Moving on, let me quote Spittler on the show. I'm liking his name actually. He said, check the FIFA rankings. You have pride. The Super Eagles are ranked around 30th, while we, Rwanda, are somewhere in the 160s. This is a huge gap. Now, how do you connect 36th in the world, Nigeria, to compete with a 160? You see why we are saying African football is changing? And he said it's a huge gap. He said, yet, we stood our ground and achieved this feat. It's a big plus for us, but I'm proud of the players. But on the other hand, I'm deeply saddened. It feels unacceptable that we could beat a team like Nigeria in such a competition and still fail to qualify for the AFCON. We came close, but remained so far away. Please, let's get a picture of that man so people can see he deserves some credit. I'm talking about Augustine Spittler, the German coach of the Rwanda side. He did so well. I think these German guys are really coming to Africa to turn the table around. They're trying a little bit. Genetro, we know what they did yesterday with the Magic. And then, no, that's not him. Okay, we'll get on Spittler quickly. I'll get on Spittler. I'll bring that for you. So you need Augustine Spittler. He likes to wear a white jersey basically all the time. But let's go on. That's a kind of troll. Okay, let's go. Now, quickly, moving on the show. Former Premier League player. Let me just call it Premier League. Let me keep that on the sideline. Talk about Genetro quickly. Let's talk about Genetro because we already had him on the picture. Now, Genetro and his team being qualified behind Nigeria on the AFCON in Morocco. And that's the Genetro you have there. And this side got what they wanted. They held out a scoreless draw with host Libya to finish second on better goals difference ahead of Rwanda after both teams finished on 8 points apiece. Benin finished on 0 goals difference while Rwanda recorded a 2-goal difference. Libya finished bottom on 5 points. Credit to Genetro. Ikechukwu, you want to give him credit?
Absolutely. He made it to the finals.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a very big one.
You can see how he celebrated.
Yes, of course, he should celebrate. He deserves to celebrate. But my.
Are we missing him? Should we have given, because Nigeria doesn't.
No, I'm not. No.
Should we have given him some time?
Well, I really don't. See,
he lasted.
Maybe because I am not a fan of a defensive-minded coach.
Okay.
So maybe that's why I'm feeling this way. But it's not entirely bad for the Eagles, right? The thing is with Genetro qualifying for this round is a huge plus for the Republic of Benin. Knowing that Nigeria was actually in that group, which means that if Nigeria is not in this group, they might have, come out as top of this particular group.
Okay.
So it tells a lot about with the quality of player he's got. I mean, a lot of persons will fancy Libya ahead of them.
Yeah.
Maybe they and Rwanda might be in the same bracket, but then Libya not qualifying is a very big one for Genatro. And I really want to see more of his boys, going up the ladder. This is a very big lesson for Nigeria.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have the best players.
Okay.
But how you use, I'm talking about Nigerian coaches now.
Right.
How you structure them, how you put them, into practice, how you put them into board, says a lot about how much of the understanding you have as a coach. Genatro style of play might not be the best for Nigeria. Like I said before, every team has its way of approaching a game.
Right.
Nigeria is not a defensive-minded coach. That's why we always complain anytime we don't play the way we are supposed to play. That we like to be very fluid, even in the middle of the park. And if you remember the game we played against them, I think that was what sealed their qualification.
Right.
That draw. You see how, with the less quality they have, they try as much as they can to dominate the midfield.
Okay.
They try as much as they can. In fact, they would have won that game.
Yeah.
They had a couple of chances, clear-cut chances more than the Super Eagles in that particular game. Genatro has proven, has shown, like other German tacticians, even the one that was formerly the coach of Cameroon, how Bernard Schuster, how German football can easily integrate with African football. And I'll tell you why. Africans like to be very compact. Africans are actually very gritty. Africans have this mechanical way of approaching football, the game, and that's exactly how the Germans play. So it's easier for them to come and show, fit into the pattern. And why they struggle as Nigerian managers whenever they come to Nigeria is the fact that we like to be very fluid. We like this Dutch, this Spanish tiki-taka kind of football. We really don't like to sit back for opponents to play and wait for a fast break to break into line and win games. That's why we struggle whenever we have them as managers. But overall, I think it's a very good one for him. And of course, congratulations to the Republic of Benin.
Okay, so we have to bring you this one. Talking about Spitzler. I'm liking his name, like I told you, Tortin Spitzler. We have to bring it to you so you can see that the man is really doing well for himself and his side. But let me ask you, what has foreign coaches, do you think foreign coaches are doing well in African soil? That's the question now. So
far, we can say that, knowing that, most of the people who have won the AFCON, have been foreigners.
Okay.
Right? Foreign coaches, right? So, yeah, we can say they are doing well. I mean, there's only one way to prove it, and it's all written in the AFCON history, right? And the only man who has done it back-to-back is the Egyptian man who did it with the Super Egyptian team between 2006 and 2010. But then, the big question is, are they doing it right? They're doing it right. They're not doing it right. They will not be winning the AFCON, right? Okay. So, that's what it is.
Okay, so quickly, guys, behind the scene, let's go to the editorial of Spitzler and the way he talks to his boys. We could get more of his pictures and just bring it to you. So you need to understand that the Rwanda coach himself has done so well, impacted a lot on those guys and this Rwanda national side. His name is Tortin Spitzler, and he said his team win yesterday was a great one, but they are so disappointed. Now, let me tell you how big this one is. We have to bring his picture. We need to give him respect. Like 5 of his pictures, 6 of his, we just keep flaunting his pictures out there. I'm not a Rwanda man, but I must give credit to this man now so much. Even when he was talking to his players, you see him. These guys are really listening well to him. They've played for the manager. They know what it takes to see. I think it's about knowing what it takes to play for the badge. And that's how I feel that the Nigerian set of boys, these ones that got a start yesterday, they don't even understand. Does it mean, I can say it. Without Osimhen, we cannot play. Truth be told. They might say we'll build our game around Osimhen. You see, Akabebasi, all these guys, the reason why they keep coming to play and keep fumbling is because no pressure. Okay, look at the guys that got a start yesterday. We see Kababasi on the bench. Alexi Iwobi was just watching. Did they call me Iwobi? Did they boo me, Abi? Maybe Sarah go play now. Let's get this picture fully. I'm liking this one. This one most especially. I love this picture a lot. When I watch this picture, I say, this man has done, he's instilled, look at these guys. They listen to their coach. And it's working. I'm not saying the players of Nigeria are not listening to the coach, but it's about the mentality of the guys. Ikechukwu, I listened to you on the radio this morning, and I heard when you talk about the 1994 set, the Adepoju, the Celsia, the Thompson Lee of Blessing, Rashid Ekene, Eguavoen. Also, these guys, when they play for the national team, they know what it takes to play for the badge.
True.
Opportunities like this does not come every day.
I agree.
See, Osayi, I watch him Mourinho's side in Fenerbahce. He plays well. Why can they not see? Personally, say why they don't feel grab this opportunity? Why?
One thing is this.
I'll tell you how dangerous it is now because we are going to play Rwanda, and I'll tell you.
Yes, in this World Cup, I was going there. See, one thing is this, right? I said it the last time when Finidi George was sacked. You know, we were talking about the incident with Osimhen and all that. I said our boys really don't respect African coaches, Nigerian coaches.
You think so?
We don't.
Should we take that game obviously to respect?
No, it is one of those things.
Okay.
When you respect a coach, you want to play for him.
Okay, that's another one.
Yes, when you respect the coach, when you know that this coach, there's a consequence for whatever it is you do on the pitch.
Exactly.
We've seen Pep Guardiola take off a player that scored a goal just because he didn't, follow an instruction.
Yeah.
Now they don't really. If Osai does what he does for Nigeria, for Fenerbahce, he knows what Jose Mourinho will do.
Okay, let me ask you this question before we get to the comment section. We have a lot of them here. Let me ask you: should we get a foreign coach now?
Absolutely, I've said it.
Foreign coach is a yes.
I told you before. Now.
You keep saying it.
I've told you before.
So foreign coaches,
yes.
Okay, so before I talk more about Spittler and what he said, you need to know in March 2025, group leaders Rwanda will welcome the Super Eagles. They are topping the World Cup chart too.
Yes.
For the 26th World Cup qualifier resume, it's coming up very soon. The Amava will be led Group C with 7 points. I mean, they're leading currently. They're leading with the group 7 points. They lead the Group C with 7 points from 4 matches, while Nigeria are 4 points adrift and second from bottom. Quickly, let's talk about Spittler, the man you have on your screen. He said, my players now have reasons to believe in themselves. Do you see it? Do you see it? See, oh, goodness me. It does. I know Nigeria, they're not a 4 person. Nigeria just disappoints me.
It's a psychological thing.
How can, what?
It's a psychological thing. When you win, when you win against Nigeria.
See, Rwanda said, but they fear them more. You know why? We cannot, even when we got to their home, we struggle to play them.
Because
we don't have what it takes to break into
exactly my point.
We can't break in. It's so, see, okay, let me see what he's saying now. He's feeling so convinced. He said, they are topping. They are sounding like they will make it to the World Cup. Because for the World Cup, if we continue like this, I don't think we can make it to the World Cup. Many people, many pundits, many ex-players have given up and Nigeria can never make it to the World Cup. But he has come to say, my players now have reasons to believe in themselves. Nigeria are 36th in the FIFA ranking. Bila said they threw this for us. He said, while we are 126, about 100 position difference. It's a great one for us and our team, self-confidence-wise, but still, you have to play the matches and win the matches. They knew that they might not make it right yesterday if they win that match, but they played for the coach, they played for the nation, and they said, we are very proud of this team and our performance because it's not often you beat a team like Nigeria. You know what invests me? With their big players and on their, oh goodness me, I'm so ashamed, and on their home, goodness me, and on their home ground. I'm sure everyone is happy at home. Even though we didn't qualify for the AFCON, they should retain this man. They can't let him go.
Obviously.
They should retain this man because, see. Yeah.
This sort of results spark revolution both ways, either for the winner or the loser. The revolution, this sort of result is what made France miss out on the 1994 World Cup.
Yeah.
And the revolution made France won the World Cup in 98 that they hosted because they disbanded the team and everybody was angry after the tournament. So these are the sort of things. This is a revolution for Rwandan football. It can take them to the next level.
Yeah.
This should be a warning call for the Super Eagles.
Okay.
Because
let's get on the comment that we have quickly before we talk about Boniface. We tell you about Boniface and why some are saying he's so annoying. Some are saying so. A lot of people are coming to say, me go to do skits. Say, even when I come to the best way they mic me, Jerry tell me, say, me go to do TikTok. I say, sure. TikTok? Now play a bit that one. And you know why it's so annoying on this part? People, I don't want to call the brand name, but one of the biggest brands talk about TV-wise, views out there, does not show the Bundesliga. So many Nigerians don't watch Boniface. It's true that he plays with his style, but sometimes when you come to a place, you have to make adapt with everyone around you. Because you cannot say because the German league is like that. And people are saying that no one that's saying talks say no one come Premier League because he not see player. Say if he come, people see they say Boniface don't cast. Some say Boniface is not good. Many people are saying a lot of things. But this guy I'm talking about have like 8 goals in 9 games in the Bundesliga. So how is he scoring those goals this season? It's like a question. Some say they don't cost them from village. Say me go to do TikTok, say now influencer. Many people are saying words. But do you know something about Boniface? For me on the show, I must say today, I don't really think Boniface is a traditional number 9. Even though his gameplay shows it. I'll tell you, we'll bring you a clip of Boniface so you hear from him the kind of people he's watching. You go see, say, a striker, who you watch self matter. If I be striker, I'm going to watch Gokeres now, not the C Road. Me, I go watch Haaland. I'll take it back to Ronaldo. I watch Inzaghi. You know why? I want to watch Inzaghi. I want to see him run in space. He's not that good by foot, but he finds himself just somewhere in the box. Ronaldo de Lima gets the ball outside. He can dazzle. He can dribble the world. So they have traditional number 9s. They have players who are box number 9. They are always there at the right time. Olivier Giroud will do that for you. He has the link-up play. These guys, so they play in space. But Boniface, where do we put him is the question. So let's go on the comment section quickly. Before we go on, okay, let me start from the top one I have here. Olubenga has come to say Eagles will struggle with 3 days campaign against GSS secondary school team that are in camp for a month. Really? Olubenga, your math not good though. See your comment. Okay. GSS 3, now you call them Rwanda. Okay, I know. And then he came to say, see, this one touch me. Morocco they play like European team. They see them, they sabi play but die. Prime G has scored this. How many matches they don't play? Don't score like the carry ball they go out. Nigeria, I'm so ashamed of the Super Eagles. Man, not say Nigeria generally, but Super Eagles. Now he went as far as saying Morocco, Lesotho 7-0, no reply. And then went as far as saying, okay, waiting we play Lesotho, we they play Ludo. You don't talk again. The solution to Eagles' problem is to open phase campaign with the team in Europe. Any player that didn't show up during the phase campaign should not be invited into any competitive game. 3 days is not enough, and that's true. Okay, open camp Monday to Thursday for 3. Okay, said so. And Kelly, okay, I hope I got the name right. I'm sorry if I didn't get it right. This is a lady, Kelly, I don't know. He or she said, I don't know, is that Super Eagles coach is not good enough. That's the word. And NFF should get a foreign coach. Ikechukwu is also clamoring for that. Let's go. Kid George. Oh, Kid George is asking the question, Kizzy, why do you always hurt me? Why my crush is not there with you guys? Okay, why is my crush not with you guys? Don't you want me to watch your shows? Okay, I'm sorry. Kid George, I'll bring your crush, don't worry. That's Emmy, I presume. And Johnny Oji says, really, we need to scout 5. Okay, what? We need to scout 5 in the real creativity. Okay, we need to scout for like 5 creative players who can break in those chains, and I understand. Now, keep your comments coming. Let's get onto the part where we have 11 games, no goal, but Augustine Eguavoen, interim coach, is still backing Boniface on the Super Eagles call-up. I'll bring you Boniface's interview, just short one he had some months back. So you hear the kind of people when they watch. Me no be like say we dey carry talk. You go, yeah, see, I don't tell you now this thing now. If I say now number 9 I want B, I want to play a holding role, I'm going to watch the Sergio Busquets. I watch an Andre Pirlo. I watch those Jorginho. I watch these guys, Cristante. I would watch those guys who are doing the holding job. But what you concern person where they play number 9, they watch midfielders. Not beside the Dizamo. You go say this one like I'm traditional number 8. He's working well because when you play in a Bayer Leverkusen setup, you have what? Patrick Schick sometimes will have to go less for him. You know, these guys, they have players who can break it. Adley is also in the team, the Moroccan side guy. But let's talk about this now. Speaking after the Super Eagles 2-1 loss to Rwanda in the AFCON game played yesterday, Augustine Eguavoen addressed the poor form of Victor Boniface. The Bayer Leverkusen striker has failed to score in 11 appearances for the Super Eagles. Boniface said, he needs to go to pray because if he continues like this, he will not score a goal. Now, drawing the blank once again as Nigeria so far their only defeat in the AFCON qualifiers, you know, and their first ever loss to their rival B. He paid me, this didn't pay me because of Eguavoen, because I wanted Eguavoen to keep this clean sheet for himself. Boniface was handed the stats again, but failed to impress me. As he missed a couple of goal-scoring opportunities, which eventually proved costly for Nigeria. The performance of the 23-year-old has not been well, and not well received, you can say, as their suggestion that he should be dropped from the squad, having continually disappointing in the colors of Nigeria. Eguavoen has dismissed the suggestion, stating that the Bayer Leverkusen striker will remain a part of the squad despite his form. Eguavoen will tell you, not if you continue, but I'm not saying you should drop him. Don't get me wrong. Now, Eguavoen said to reporters at the post-match press conference saying, Boniface, we all know what he's capable of doing, especially in his club, and then when he comes back here, we try to give him a lot of confidence. That's what we want to see. A lot of playing time. He's not hitting the back of the net for whatever reason. This time Eguavoen don't talk saying the romance ball before he goes score. Not true. They don't come. You know, you won't get Shangalogo, Escobar, all those kind of fine goals. No, now. I have spoken with him personally many times. This emotional part of it, and I like this. I am someone who wants to give players confidence. From Eguavoen, he's saying this. He said, I have done enough, but he's still part of the squad. and he remains part of the squad. Boniface, like I told you, 8 goals in 15 outings for Bayer Leverkusen this season, which indicates how good he can be. He knows how to find the back of the net, but why is he struggling to replicate the goal-scoring form with the Super Eagles jersey? It remains to be seen whether Eguavoen will be given the coaching position permanently. People are already saying on comment section, say no, not given this work, not given. Now, time will tell. Let's bring you Boniface interview. Boniface, you need to know, he's a very good player, we can say that, but he won the Rookie Player of the Season in the Bundesliga. Wait till they win all these things, so we don't know. But here with the Boniface talk, and they can't be going to watch. Enjoy this clip. Short one.
There's 2 players which I watch a lot. No, let me say 4 players which I watch. If you come to my house now, YouTube, you put my YouTube, you see 4. I watch them even before game.
Can we hear these 4
them.
players?
So I watch Neymar number 1.
Yeah.
You know Ben Arfa?
Okay, go on.
Rubio?
Yes.
Santi Cazorla.
Ha!
It's weird, eh?
No, it's actually
weird.
weird.
You know
Wait, tell me.
let me give you one. So as a striker,
Yeah.
nobody will teach you when to finish 1 touch, 2 touch. Then the score player will come, say, okay, 1 touch finish. But me, I try to learn like in those tight space, what are we do to like beat defender 1-on-1. You understand? I try to learn.
That one from Boniface, you heard him say that. Okay, what are you saying? You can see that, but you can now see that. You see people in the watch. No, I'm not saying he's not. Don't get me wrong. Look at the players he's watching and look at what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
He finds a way to get out of space. This guy not be number 9.
We are saying the same thing. I said Nigeria never really utilized this guy well.
Okay.
You understand?
You mean there's something about
Yes, now this guy just be like Kanu Wankwo. Papilo,
Exactly,
before
so
they have
you can say
surgery,
that.
Papilo appear like a proper number 9. But we all know the Dennis Beckham.
They're like that.
Yes.
You can see them.
They can play as top 9.
Exactly.
But we know that this guy is naturally a number 8.
And if you play him with the number 9, he still plays well.
Yes, he'll play well, but naturally he's not. See, there's an instinct. It's just like a number 4, like Christian Obodo.
Right.
We know he's a number 4. He's very good with the ball. Eva Banaga, very good with the ball. But you know that he cannot be better than a number 10 in that role. Not like he's not good.
Exactly.
But he'll be better than a number 10 that is not good. But when you see a proper number 10, you know, okay, this guy is not better than this guy. So that's what Victor Boniface is.
Okay, so let me quickly get on the comment section before we need to go now. Johnny Oji said, really, we need to scout. Then Nnamdi Toshiko saying, the most disconnected, what's the disconnected I was saying? Disorganized, disjointing, disgusting, disgracing, lazy Super Eagles so far. He's very angry. I understand how you feel. Just take it easy. And then he came to say, we need to go deep and search for a real creative midfield. Everybody's saying this, and that's the truth. He said, we all watch the likes of Martin Odegaard, JJ Okocha, creative ball players for the strikers. Please let us start to campaign for good midfielders. This is like an advice. But for everyone who dropped comments on the session, thank you so much for doing this with us. Tomorrow we'll do this again, 11 p.m. We'll talk more. But I want to take out this time to say thank you so much. I'll keep them coming. We could see them when we leave the show and possibly bring them back on the show. This is like an advice. Super Eagles, go back and make things right. That creativity will still define now. But don't be saying creativity will be problem now. All of them will play ball, they need to flog them. Who I go give credits? I will come on or show, come on, Rafael, all of them, I go put them I'll take flog them, but it was a bad outing. Okay, I go flog them. Okay, you know flog them?
I'll flog them. I'm a guy now.
Your guy. You do your guy. You give a chance. I just seen it doing Nigeria, you be like this.
I am going to
Which one? Okay, let's go. Thank you so much for doing this for me. You have a last word for me today. For them.
Well, thank God we qualified, and hopefully we'll beat Rwanda as a compensation for the loss in Uyo and get the World Cup ticket too.
Okay, thank you so much for doing this with us. I need to go. I remain your host. My name is Kizzy K. Kid George. Don't worry. I'm sorry for your guy, your crush. I'll bring you back on the show tomorrow. Please keep watching the show with us. Don't go anywhere. I remain your host, the only football player without a jersey. My name is Kizzy K. I'll see you tomorrow 11 a.m.